I was muted. I don't know if you guys heard what I said, but I was just surprised that there were so many of you here already. I'm just gonna share the link with the Discord group quick. And yeah, welcome guys. Good morning. How's everyone doing? How was your day yesterday for CPR? Not gonna lie, my day was pretty slow. No trades. Give me a minute, we're gonna start soon. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, what's up? So badly want to just play some music, but don't feel like getting copyrighted this morning. So let's do without. Let's start the analysis. I think gold is setting up beautifully this morning. Alright, so yesterday we spoke quite a bit about fundamentals and understanding what is driving price. And I said, alright, I was actually looking at higher than expected numbers for CPI, and they actually came out lower than expected. But I still said that this is actually still good for the dollar, because we've seen lower inflation in theory. So, or inflation is potentially stabilizing. So we could say that we have maybe reached peak inflation, and that could be a good thing. If this is peak inflation and from here inflation starts to die down, that's obviously a good thing for the dollar. Alright, and we did see a pretty nice drop here. I mean, pushed up into 1808 roundabout, and we've dropped about 200 pips since. Yesterday we closed bearish, and we've broken yesterday's lows as well. So based off that, 4-hour candle closing bearish as well. Definitely going to be looking for sells here today. Your weekly candle's still bullish, but it's still open. And, you know, like I say, we've tapped into some of these really critical areas now. So let's just zoom in here. Your 4-hour, we closed below this most recent support. Or not most recent, but that's the support we've closed below. Alright. And we are now creating a top wick. So this is nice. We're creating a top wick on this 4-hour candle. If this 4-hour candle comes back, flips bearish, breaks its own lows, we've got a pretty nice range moving down here. So morning. So I'm going to be looking for sells within this area here. Pretty nice clean traffic. So I'm waiting for a resistance to form or a closure below support. Our most recent support is right there at 1783,900. Looks like we could be forming resistance right about there. Okay, so gold is just within that range right now. We could maybe get a fake out of this level at 1787. I'll be looking at that as well. And then for sells, we do have this minor support right here, which is about the 20 pip range. But other than that, if you're looking on an hourly or 4-hour, this range is pretty clean. This is a pretty minor support with volume. We could break that level and continue moving down here. Morning. So we'll see what happens. I think final targets for the day are 1778. So we're going to be focusing on sales, looking for a closure below 1783,900 or potentially a fake out of 1787. And wrong tool. First targets at 1781, final target 1778. This 1781 level may even just be where I go break even and leaving most of the position to run down to 1778. Should have a pretty aggressive move here today. There's quite a lot of volume. I think the direction is a little bit more clear now with the daily candles closing nice and bearish, breaking lows. For the morning, I'm not really interested in bars. Not at all. Morning. Morning. What's up? Let's have a look at GJ quick. GJ daily closed nice and bearish, so that was something we discussed in the stream yesterday. That candle may break those previous daily lows, since we were failing to break above this previous support resistance area, and yeah, we broke the lows and we moved down quite nicely. So today, let's see, I think we could potentially fill this daily wick and maybe come down to 161, 260. Though your 4-hour close bullish. This is interesting. Your weekly is still open here. Previous weekly was still bullish. We've now created a really nice wick on this weekly candle. So if we are forming support here, you know, this weekly candle could still flip bullish for us to maybe drive up next week. And then looking at the daily, you know what? We actually closed above this previous daily support area. So it's a little bit tricky. We are actually just consolidating here on GJ. We already had this kind of price action before where, you know, we were moving bearish. We tapped into the support and then we had this push up and then we had this push back into support with this daily candle here. Focusing on this daily candle here, we closed bearish, but we reacted to that support and we closed above the support. So same kind of story here. We closed bearish on yesterday's candle above support. We tapped into that support, and looking last time we had that kind of price action on the daily, we actually started to move back up, and we do have the weekly bias in our favor here. We've also got a 4-hour bullish candle closure, so buys are not off the cards on GJ. I just don't think it's going to be as clean as gold today, because overall GJ is just consolidating. So above 162.680, above that resistance, we got pretty clean candles moving up here. Pretty nice range moving back up. So I think we could have buys above there, and for sells, like I say, daily candle is bearish, so sells are valid, and I'll be looking at sells below 162.100. And looking to fill that daily wick from yesterday. So this range right here is about 32 pips. Stay away from big news, might get some good wins, but lucky. Yeah, yesterday was rough. People in the chat were getting slipped 100 pips, but I said be careful placing buy stops and sell stops with news. That's when you get slipped. Unfortunately, I didn't catch anything yesterday, but that's just how it goes. Streamed CPR, and I said it's going to be the same approach as FOMC the other day, where, you know, when people trade the news, normally it's like gambling, but I'm not going to try and take that approach in my trading. I'm going to keep it professional and wait for confirmation. So didn't get any of those confirmations yesterday, and you know what, I missed out, but at least I didn't get slipped 100 pips. Yeah, final targets for sells today, 161.450. I need to get my keyboards on charge. Sorry. I didn't really say anything too important. Just saying, re-going to the plan here. Looking for a fake out potentially of 1787 for sells. Also got potential for sells below support here at 1783. Targets are going to be at 1778 here on gold. GJ, we're just waiting to break out of this range. We're going to have bars above 162, 685 and sells below 162, 100. Morning. So I don't like to have too big targets that are too big. I do believe that we could possibly move into this daily support at 1772 here on gold. I'm not gonna lie, this thing tastes horrible. Trying to get zoom annotate up and running so I can draw here on the chart without disrupting our analysis. Okay, so looking on the 4-hour, we've broken back into this range right here. So we had this fake out and then we've broken back in. So looking to drive back down to support. There was an issue with YouTube yesterday. Yeah, definitely something going on. So let's just draw this again. Maybe it'll be better on a daily time frame. Yeah, on the daily, we've basically broken back into this range. On the 4 hour, it looks, what, something like that. So now that we've broken below this support, right over here, we've got these clean candles moving back down to 1772. So once this 4 hour flips bearish, I'm looking to drive back down to some of those levels. Makes sense? News today, we do have a Japanese bank holiday and we've got PPI later today. I think this morning should be alright. As far as I know, we also had some Fed speakers last night. Let's see if we can see anything. But we had 1 or 2 Fed speakers last night still talking about raising rates, and that inflation is still an issue. So when they speak about raising rates, we can see this strength in the dollar, and that's what we're seeing now. Here we go. Fed Kashkari. Far away from declaring victory on inflation. Doesn't change my rate hike path. So there we go. Core's idea of rate cuts early next year unrealistic. Much more realistic, Fed will raise rates. Yeah, you guys get the idea. Oh no. Shaker and Jay Smith. You guys need to get each other's phone numbers and make friends. You guys need to stop beefing here in the chat. It's too much. But yeah, I think Jay Smith, I don't know. You don't need to tell us every trade you take. It's just, I don't know, it's out of line. Those are your trades. You want to share your trades, that's fine, you can send them in the Discord, but I think you're annoying the chat a bit. Because you're over trading, man. And then you're telling people, I told you so, I told you so. You know, we don't want to hear that. Just chill. Yeah, Jay Smith is basically live streaming his trades in the chat. So gonna change the YouTube name to Jay Smith, and you guys can just follow along in the chat there. Jay Smith is gonna lead us through. Yeah. Okay, we've got 35 minutes until London Open. I like that we're pulling back on gold. I like it. We're gonna get some really nice souls here today. Yeah, you guys can argue and the winner gets banned. That's a good idea. Previous 4 hour didn't have a top wick, so that's interesting. Yeah, maybe we come up and tap back into these levels here. 1790, 600. Grab liquidity on this new 4 hour candle, create the top wick for that previous 4 hour candle, and we get a really nice drive down at London Open. Yeah, Jay Smith turned the chat into his trade journal. This is my trade journal. Yeah, that's why the Discord chat is there. Share your ideas, you know, you can share your trades taken and give a little bit more of an explanation as to why. When you're just shouting left, right and center, trades taken in the chat, yeah, it gets a bit much. Add some more value. No one cares about the trades you're taking, unless you have something to add. And tell us why you're taking those trades. I went to the shop to get an iced coffee. I ended up coming home with this. Dope. It's got 6 milligrams of CBD. I thought I'd try it out, but it tastes horrible. When will you buy a mark? I have a mark. But yeah, I probably need to get a better one. 28 minutes. What can we do, guys? Thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. We need like a brain game or something to keep us on our toes. I don't want to do Wordle. It's gonna seem like I'm copying someone. Let's see what we can do here. Let's play Hangman. What should we go with? Try guess the place. Okay. Well, let's go with countries. Okay, well, let's start with vowels. A, O, U. Wow, there's a lot of vowels in this name. A, O, A, R, U. No P, O, no. T, no. S, no. E. This name has all the vowels. Let's see. N. I got it. Mozambique. Too easy. Q. Ooh. Gold is looking good here. We are respecting that resistance, so I don't know if we're going to get the fake out. Would have only really taken cells below this level if we got the fake out. The thing is now, I would have wanted to see a bullish candle closure back within this range here, leaving us with some range to drive back down to support. Right now, if this candle closes, okay, we've got plenty of time here, but if this candle had to close like this, we don't have a whole lot of range moving down to support. So at this point, I just want to see a closure below support at 1783,900, and we're going to be on our way. 4-hour candle, yeah, if it breaks its own lows, that looks good as well. Stops are pretty big. City Guesser. Okay, we can do City Guesser just now. I just want to stay locked in here on gold. Thinking to have sell stops on the break of the 4-hour low and stops above the current 30-minute candle. $35 pip stops. Morning. Okay, so I think I'm going to be patient here. I'm not going to take the break of the 4-hour low. I'd rather wait for London open, wait for a candle to close, and then we can have sells below 1783. Or if we move down and it doesn't leave us enough range to take a trade below 1783,900, I'm going to be looking at sells below 1781. There's definitely volume. Welcome to City Guesser. Let's just do worldwide. Never played this before, Shaker. You gotta tell me what's gonna be best here. Gee, I don't know. China? Hey, look at that. Not too bad. 280 miles off in the whole world. Let's go back and try something else. You should guess the city by watching the places. Let's try monuments. Nah, I don't know. Somewhere in America. I just see the American flag. Is that Abraham Lincoln? Yeah, I'm also gonna go with Washington. Nah, St. Louis. Okay. I lost like half the viewers. This looks like Brazil. Rio. Yeah. What? Yeah. Well, said Rio. St. Louis. How would you guess that? Now I know. There's an arch in St. Louis. Okay, gold retracing. So this is nice. Let's see, a 15-minute candle closed. Never closed below support. So no worries, we're gonna be waiting another 15 minutes and I believe we'll have some nice sells here in gold. GJ is also lining up here. I'm moving down. There's a lot of volume this morning. That's for sure. 15 minutes. Yeah, 15-minute close below that most recent support, so looks like we are filling this minor range, but we're going to need a closure below 162.100 for sales here. Okay, we got 15 minutes left. Okay. Major cities. This looks like a mall or an airport that I've never been to, so I don't know. I'm gonna say Singapore as a guess. Where's Singapore, guys? Dubai. Yeah, it could be Dubai. Let's see outside. Okay, let's say Dubai. Where that is Dubai. Check it out. I was right. Singapore. Should have trusted my gut. Should have trusted my gut. Damn it. Okay, we got 10 minutes. Let's just focus here. Shaker deletes his message. You said Dubai. Come on, man. You have to be accountable. All of a sudden, GJ looks way cleaner than gold. We may see some more retracement on gold before this move down, but I'm still looking for sells. So So we could still get the fake out here of this level 1787. I think we're going to be locked into GJ for London Open. What's up, Jared? Can you hear me? Calling places like J Smith calls trades. That's true. Six minutes. Targets are 60 pips, so I'm thinking of using this previous 30-minute stop. It's going to be about 30 pips. First targets are to fill the wick from yesterday and move into the support for about 30 pips. I couldn't even hear the audio from that video, sorry. Four minutes. Hourly looks messy here on gold, but if we do close bearish, then that does give us some confirmation that we're forming resistance up here. A nice solid resistance for price to then move down. We may, if this candle closes bearish, we may even drive down at London Open and fill that hourly wick. But I'm still going to just be waiting for a closure below 1783. What's up, Jared?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. How's it going?
Just is going well, eh? Just a very busy morning. Yeah, I totally agree with you that GJ is looking a lot better than gold at the moment, eh?
Yeah, look at this hourly candle, looks like might just actually close bullish.
Yeah. I think in all honesty it's actually a good thing if it does, because we need to move up to grab a bit more liquidity to break that support to move down. So I think actually if we can pull up possibly to like 1792, then we can start moving down again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't normally look at if things are oversold, overbought. I don't worry about that. If, you know, guys in the chat sometimes say like gold's moved 200 pips, you can't sell it, it's moved 200 pips down already. You know, I'm gonna just trade the direction that price is moving. You know, if it's dropped 200 pips, I'm not just gonna buy it all of a sudden. But from like an institutional perspective, if the London market is opening now and we can see that price is moving down, they also want to get involved in sales. They're going to drive price up so that they can grab a better price point to get involved in sales. They're not going to be happy with this level right here. They want to probably, you know, go for the same price that they were selling at in Asian session. That's why sometimes we see us work our way back up to the highs from Asian session, and then we can move down. So yeah, we could go up to 1792, or like I was saying, maybe this 4-hour candle we drive up, form a top wick or closure.
Yeah, I think if you check on the 4-hour, we obviously have retested those.
Breaking up, Jared.
Then we could see gold push down on o'clock, and then if we can get something on like the hourly flip towards 83, and then we can go break even and then leave runners to pre-knee.
This thing's breaking up.
See, yeah, it also sounds inside.
Hey, I don't know.
Yeah. It's up.
Wait, Jared, let's try this again. I'm gonna go off and then come back on.
Morning.
Okay, let's try again.
Okay. So what I was essentially saying is if you go towards a 4-hour on gold, what we can see is that obviously we're retesting that level of support as a resistance. So what I would actually like to see is to respect that, possibly on the new 4-hour create a top wick, or on the current
Sorry,
hourly
Jared.
candle.
Jared,
Yeah.
sorry. I'm
Breaking
looking
up.
at GJ.
Oh,
This 4-hour here, the previous 4-hour was bullish, but we are respecting the highs of all these previous candles. If we break the lows there, that could be a nice impulse entry. Even though we didn't get the closure below, we've got volume now with London. We did get a pretty strong bearish candle closure. So it looks like it's going to break the low already. But I'm going to have a sell stop here on the break of the lows at 162.70. Gonna have to execute manually here. Stops are going to be about 30 pips. So stops are going to be above the previous 30-minute candle. Yeah, for about 30 pips. So I've got my sell stops in here at 162.070. Never broke that low.
the only thing I would say is
Yeah. Carry on.
if you go up to the 4-hour, if you give it 3, got your stop loss above the 4-hour wick. It's 162.70, and then your stop loss is I think it's about a 3 or 4 pip difference.
Yeah.
And maybe that's a little bit of a safer stop.
Yeah, that's true.
And then because I mean 3 pips, and what's that? 10% of your stop loss. That's gonna be nothing for what it's gonna add to the trade, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, nah, that's really true. That makes sense. Stops will be safer above the hourly and 4-hour candle for about 35 pips. Break even point is down here for about 12 pips. And gonna have runners. Well, first target is about what, 30 pips, 33 pips. Final targets are going to be 64 pips. So let's see if we can come back and re-break that low. Stops are going to be above the 4-hour.
Jeez, you're gonna witness history. My first GJ trade in years.
Is it?
Yeah. So let's see how this goes. No, I think it's a lot smarter to rather have the stops above the 4-hour.
Yeah.
Added level of higher time frame protection. And I mean, oh my word.
It's breaking up. Okay, well this is fine. We are creating a slightly steeper top wick.
To recap, Connor's got a sell stop. So that's going to be 162.0. That's 162.414. And then our first target is 61.
It's breaking up. It's breaking up pretty bad, Jared.
Oh,
look at
GJ.
gold. Gold looks nice. We need a closure bearish candle closure.
I'm actually really liking gold there, I must admit.
If we do break the previous hourly highs, that's when I'll delete sell stops.
Agreed.
But for now, it's based off, the entry is based off the 4 hour here. Break of the previous 4 hour lows.
Gives you 18 minutes at such a strong support level. So I think waiting for show clearly that it's going to start pushing down, possibly 1883.3 is going to be the move for me. I think that's where.
Below 1783.
Yeah.
Yeah.
23. So
Okay.
on that price, you'll see sort of what I'm talking about on the hourly.
Below that wick.
But it's just that range is just a little bit too tight. I mean, you've got a minimum of 17 pip stop or an 18 pip gain. It doesn't really make.
Yeah, it's tricky.
It's very tricky, especially with. I mean, it open and close at the exact same point, so it's just very to take that with such a small range going down. I think GJ's there to start breaking those lows.
Let's see.
I see in the chat, Shake a little bit of a grief there.
Grief? What do you mean?
Organize a boxing match. Why do you say Shake a spam? It's a monster money trading boxing match, guys. Chase.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We'll organize it for the stream sometime.
Yeah. All the proceeds are gonna go towards a slippage.
Yeah, it's gonna go to what's his name? Narcotics. Got slipped 100 pips yesterday.
Yeah, we're starting a fun. And also, just on the GJ trade, why it's so important to take trades underneath candle lows or above candle highs, because if you were to just blindly jump into that GJ trade, you would be in big drawdown now, 21 pips, just because you didn't wait for a pip or two. So always remember, if you are going to take trades, try to trade below lows and above highs in these sort of cases where you're coming down to support, coming up to resistance. Oh, I see Mr. Nicky's on there.
Something about a fight night.
Sorry?
But something about a boxing match.
Yeah. Hey, we just raving because this morning Jay Smith and Shaker are going at each other. Saying we're going to host a boxing match and all the proceeds are going to go towards narcotics slippage from yesterday's CPI.
Connor, you didn't see the slippage, eh? Like, he just told you about it, right?
No,
Yeah, he told us. Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, he got slipped 100 pips, he said.
He showed me it, bro. Did you? It's actually insane. You must see it. Like, it's hectic. Like, he got slipped from 95. Okay, his trades entered at 1803 and 1804, but his bar stops were 95, 1795, and 1800 flat.
Gee whiz. That's hectic.
And
I'm
TP
not
was
gonna lie.
1805. TP was 1805. And when it entered him in the market at 1804 something, and then 1803, and then it pulled back to I think 1801, which is still not below his bar stop entries. And then it
Rough.
went back to his take profit, bro. So like he would have never gone in drawdown once.
Yo.
That's deep.
Yeah, it was a good analysis. It's just trading the news is
Yeah, what do you think?
you risk that
Marco is
getting
going to
slipped.
do
Looks like
something
we're gonna
about-
get triggered
So,
in, yeah.
we're gonna get into GJ sell now at 162.07, Niku. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I don't see that you have a sell stop, so I'm just entering.
Okay.
Stops above the current candle are not bad either, but I don't really like to use current candle stops. I'm going to keep it above the current 4-hour candle or previous hourly, and then if we do break this current candle high, at that point we can manage risk. So pretty big stops. Obviously adjust your lot size, account for spread.
I had a sell on GJ this morning at like me and Justin entered a sell at 12:30. It's 162.305 was my entry on the sell, and I got out at 162.30.
Okay.
But that was at like 12:30 to like 2:30.
That's not too bad.
You're trading Asian session.
I was just awake playing PlayStation still, man. So into the third.
I was actually giving it some thought, and I might buy a PlayStation one of these days.
I've got a PS4 collecting dust here.
You want to sell it?
Yeah, I think I might.
How much do you want for it?
I don't even know how much they go for.
I'll give you the best hug you've ever had, bro.
Come on, Jade, at least a box of cigars.
Oh, yes, cigars are expensive, man. Inflation's rough here in Pretoria.
Looks like we're about to get triggered in. Okay.
I've just been hidden.
Yeah, I'm in. Was on the break of those lows.
I'm not in yet. Okay, I'm in.
Okay, there we go. Everyone should be in now.
Yeah.
Stops at 162.440.
162.440.
Yeah, above the previous hourly candle.
TP?
Final TP is going to be at 161.460. First target is to fill the daily wick from yesterday.
Sorry, Con, what was TP?
161.460. First target is at 161.770.
Your dad also likes cigars, right?
Nah.
I just saw him comment yesterday in the chat about the cigar. So I thought he likes them.
Jakar's got a PS5 collecting dust. Okay. So,
Okay, sorry, like that. He's a cool kid, he's got a PS5.
yeah, so I think if I get a PS5 and a PS4, I have the PS9, if I'm not mistaken. So take them
PS9,
together.
jeez.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna be the coolest kid in my complex, Yeah, but I'll send you a message after stream about the PS4 if you can.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be back in a second.
Well, we closed on the 15-minute below that 30-minute support. We do have a 15-minute support here, which we closed on. So let's see, we're gonna need this 30-minute to close below.
That's a massive correction. If this candle mimics the 15 before it, then
Yeah, that 15 before had a pretty steep top wick. So I don't really want to see that high being broken.
yeah, me neither. But it's the first 2 minutes into the 15, so
No, it's, in my opinion, nothing to be worried about because,
yeah,
like
nothing
we always
just
say, everything
nothing
needs to
just-
go back.
nothing just
Yeah, as long as we respect that previous candle high.
Yeah, these ways love chat when you need it, eh?
So Connor, where are you gonna join now with Jump? Because then you say your contract's ending.
Nah, it did end at Virgin, so I moved.
That when you move to Edge.
Edge, yeah,
It is cheap, eh?
it is. I just paid
What one?
one time for 3 years.
It says
It's the same price as like 6 months at Virgin.
how much? Yeah, how much is it for the 3 years?
It's like 3,600. Works out to like 100 rand a month. But it's nice. It's right here. It's like next to my house, basically.
Literally, you
So
can like walk to them on like summer evenings, bro.
yeah,
Does Kay Jim? Oh yeah, she does. Yeah, you and Kay can let you just take walks at like at night and go have a cardio session, walk back, bro. Simple.
I got her like a 6-month membership because she's going to America soon. So we didn't know when exactly she would leave, so I just paid for 6 months. But yeah, it's actually come to an end now. So
There's DJ. Okay, I'll look into it to maybe just getting a year contract there or some shit.
oh yeah, yeah, it's not badly priced. The guy
It's like
who
250.
the guy who helped me out is left though. He was really helpful.
I wanted to tell you something. I remember I told you I didn't want to tell you on stream, but I don't really care. This guy phoned me from the castle.
From
and he
Edge?
offered me a contract, yeah. But then I said I can't speak now, I'm busy. Phone me another day. So then they phoned me Monday, and I told this guy someone spoke to me yesterday or the day before. So he said, "Who did I speak to yesterday?" I said, "No, I don't know." He says, "Well, he says to me, that's impossible. No one was here yesterday to give you a call, so it can't be." So I'm like, "My guy, you're telling me I'm lying to you that I spoke to someone from this gym already?" And then
But they are
like,
they are like that with their
I
with
just
their
said
calls.
that.
They're out of control.
Yeah, bro. Like when
Before I
just
joined,
said,
I would get a
"You got-
call every day.
you got
Every day.
rude."
Yeah.
Got really. I was just like, you know what, just fuck off. And then I put the phone down. And then he phoned me back like 5 times, bro. I just left my phone, let him waste his own time.
You know, one of the funniest things ever. The one guy, I got a sales call the one day from Edge, from the Ganubi Edge, and I was joining in Beacon Bay. So the guy, I told the guy, look, I'm already looking to sign up at the Beacon Bay Edge, and I'm gonna have access to Ganubi anyway. So he's like, nah, come sign up at Ganubi. He's gonna give me the best price. I say, okay, like if you can beat the price, then what? He says, okay, if I can't beat the price, you can come and you can punch me in the face. How is that for a sales pitch? Crazy.
You
was
would
supposed to
come and do some violence here if I can't give you a
He's
cheat.
got breakers there, Connor. You must watch out.
Yeah?
Ganubi's got breakers. You must watch out.
Priekers.
They've got that MMA club there in Ganubi. They train over there.
Nah. He didn't sound that intimidating. I'm sure I'd rock him.
They
I'll
were
watch
giving
this.
away.
I know I'll wreck him. I'll watch wrestling.
I was
WW.
wrestling. Logan
It's
Paul.
on-
You see, Logan Paul is wrestling.
Oh,
No, I never punched him.
He's doing flipping well,
Logan and Jake are making so much money, dude. That's insane.
And you see, Jake just started a new BS with Jake Paul.
Knew what?
Who?
Started a new business with Jake Paul on YouTube, and then watch him, dude. It's actually so cool, bro.
Wait, who? Jake Paul and who started a business?
Jake Paul and this other started like this media company, and then this. See that I'm not exactly too sure how it works, but basically you can.
I think it's Jared's internet. Because
Yeah,
Nico,
I'm
you
thinking
sound
so too,
fine.
bro. Yeah, I was about to say, bro, am I going mad or is this man like lagging? Like, just check your like, maybe leave the channel and join back, Jared. Logan, good as fuck at WWE. I've never actually seen him wrestle, bro. I saw how he looked. I saw his like outfit and all that, but I've never seen him. Have you seen him wrestle,
I just
Connor?
saw like a quick video of him doing a dive. It's crazy.
But did you see when he started boxing? Did you see Logan's house? Did you see he had a whole boxing setup, like a whole ring and everything, a whole gym setup there, and then his trainer came to his house. That's why Logan like got pretty good. But I think Jake's far better than his brother at boxing.
Yeah, the thing is, those guys, or Jake at least, he trains like a pro.
The thing,
And if
bro,
you're
he
training
does
like a pro for a good
Jake
few
trains-
years, you're gonna slowly get to that level.
I mean, do you want to let's move it to Forex? You want to tell me we throw a beginner underneath Raja? Raja's with him every day. You want to tell me that guy's not going to become insanely good at trading?
Yeah,
Obviously he's
exactly.
going to.
And they have access to the best trainers, the best gyms, so
because they have the money,
they have
So
the
they literally
resources.
have everything. They have everything at the best, at the highest level that you can have it. So of course they like. I mean, if you look at the videos now compared to earlier, Jay can throw hands now. Before it was not as smooth, but now he can throw hands. And I mean, there's a few people acknowledging him that he can actually box now.
Yeah.
So I still don't like them though. They're still idiots, both of them.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. My Google's really acting up this morning. Even on my cell phone, it's just.
I'm gonna go watch this video.
I was saying that, yeah, dude, Logan Paul, his wrestling was amazing, dude. Like, he was doing proper stunts. Like, he was jumping off the ring onto the announcer's table. He was doing backflips. He was, like, doing backflips off the top rope. It was insane, dude. Yo.
I'd like to see this 30-minute close below support, obviously. If we don't, I may just manage some risk here.
Yeah, I'm still pretty comfortable with this GJ sell, just as long as the 30 doesn't break its own high. Then I
Yeah.
think that's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna be, because I'm in, what is it now? I'm in like 4 pips drawdown, 2 pips,
2 pips.
so 0 pips. I mean, I'm honestly comfortable holding this. I think it's a very good trade, and gold is also moving up, and they usually go inverse.
Yeah,
So
they
there's
do.
that added confidence. Not that you should ever base a trade off another pair, but I mean, it is that little bit of a confidence to say, like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this trade was based off breaking the 4-hour lows with London volume, so I would have liked to see a little bit more of a push now, but if we get that closure below here on the 30-minute, that's going to be great.
Yeah, no, I definitely do agree with that.
I actually thought of it like this. He's really doing the most in wrestling, eh?
And dude, Jake Paul cracks, eh? Like, I've watched that guy's fights, bro. He really cracks. Yeah.
Jake Paul, oh yeah, nah, he can throw hands.
Yeah.
Yo,
Like, I mean,
Con,
what he
Jake was
did
asking
to-
for the 1v1, bro.
Come, Shaker, let's go.
Show him that jab and that
Pull
that
up.
right uppercut. Let him feel it.
Pull up.
You got Jake. Watch out,
need-
Jason. If you got followers, he'll smack you.
Connor will fight the winner of Jay Smith versus Shaker. I think we'll see how
I'll
that
be
goes.
referee. I'll be referee.
And then Nico is the title holder. So the winner of whatever fight has to fight Nico.
Jared and Smith.
Oh no, guys, I'm not good at fighting at all. If you get past the first like 30-second windmill, I think you might have me. Yeah.
I actually laughed that it pulled back before 30-minute closure. I feel it closes down there.
15 minutes pretty bullish right now.
Right.
That's what I
How
don't
old is
like.
Shaker?
He's 24
Oh yeah.
and he's calling me a kid.
I think he's calling Jay Smith a kid. Yeah.
I was like, but I think Jason is older. Nico Khan and FFF versus me 3-1. I can still beat you guys.
Bro, honestly, when you see Nico in person, bro, you'll just be like, all right, I'll be the referee.
You say that, and then you see Shaker, and Shaker's a monster, and then
Yeah, you never know.
You
I'm
never
about
know.
Nico on this side.
have you seen the Indian Hulk? Have you seen him? Huh?
Iranian Oak. Nah, that guy's
The
whack.
Indian Hulk. That was whack, dude. It's like weirdly big.
But he's photoshopped. He did a boxing match the other day, you should see it.
Oh,
It was
no.
ridiculous. It was terrible.
Oh,
Yesterday.
Dude, literally
For
everybody's doing
charity.
boxing matches, yeah.
70 of them.
For charity.
Charity. Can you imagine, bro, fucking stream of boxing on your stream? A Forex channel making a boxing stream. Imagine that shit.
That's crazy.
You whack. I got one.
Jay Smith says peace.
I'm
I'm
6'6",
6'6",
160 weight.
like 160 kgs or pounds.
Definitely
Nah, he's
not.
saying kgs.
Not a
I think that's
chance.
what he's trying to say. But I
Easy,
doubt
easy spot, bro. I'll gas that man real quick. That's an easy.
Just run some circles around him.
I'll just walk around him. I don't even have to run. Just Shaker, you already won the Jay Smith fight, so now it's up to Connor and Shaker.
Guys are wild.
Just, the only thing I'm fighting at the moment is this drawdown, man. Can it just not flip and flip, man?
We really just want to flip on this 15.
15.
Yeah.
It's about to close though.
But it did give a nice week. So I'm Arnold's brother. Arnold didn't weigh 160, bro.
Come on, 30 minutes.
Shaker's
Looks like it's gonna
Arnold's
close on
brother.
support.
Shaker's Arnold's brother. It's just they have different parents.
Have you seen Arnold's two sons though? Have you seen the
Yeah.
difference?
There's a stark
weird.
difference there. Because apparently the one was raised by Arnold, the other
The
one.
one with the father.
Okay, well, we did close bearish on the 30 minutes. We closed on support. But yeah, overall, higher time frame here.
New lows coming
Let's
now.
see if we re-break this previous candle low.
There we go.
Well, that's the 4-hour re-breaking its own low. We should be on the way.
Yeah.
But we broke the low, but there is a wick next to it on the other 4-hour, which is not nice. And before.
Yeah, I just think I'm expecting for that to get broken with the
Volume.
in open volume. Yeah. So
Yeah.
To be honest, I do think I'm gonna probably get out if it does push by the bottom of that big ass wick. That's probably gonna be my call out.
yeah, I think in all honesty, I'm gonna wait with this trade until it
Oh.
breaks the previous 15's high. Then that's going to be my
The previous what?
15's high. So it's
Yeah.
about 13 pips away, so that'll just be the chance to manage my risk.
Once we
Oh, I see. Okay. I see
break
what
this low a little bit more convincingly, we can then actually move stops. Okay, there we go. Let's move stops above the 30 minute to 162, 300. That's what I'm going to do. So already taken a little bit of risk off the table, and we'll move stops to break even in about, what, 10 pips.
Yeah, it does shake it.
10 pips from
There is
entry.
a little stop.
Yeah, 10 pips
There
from
is a
entry.
little. Connor, you have a wick, huh? You have a baby wick, right?
Yeah, there is a little bit of a wick. But you
me
know what,
too.
GJ doesn't always give wicks, so I'm not too concerned. I've broken the lows, that's what I'm happy about.
What do you think about putting your stop at, I mean, your break-even point, instead of 10 pips at 161,948? Then you've got a decent level to the left there. It makes a bit more sense than just having a 10 pip.
No, it's not just 10 pips, it's the hourly support is here at 161,950. That's why I'm gonna go break even at that point.
Okay, that sounds good.
Are you closing partial, Connor?
I would like to only close once we tap into, I'd like to close half as we tap into 161,770, but I'll see what price does as we move into this level. I may close half at the break even point.
I'm just trying to see how you do this managing shit.
Yeah, Con, I think I'm gonna close half at that break-even point.
I want to start closing out losses. I want to like try and manage my losses and leave my profits.
Okay.
See if I can. I want to manage my losses
Broke
and then
that.
take profit.
Broke that wick there. So let's see.
So
Moving real close to that break even point.
So yeah, I've basically tapped the break-even point. I've got like a tip today.
Yeah, same.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not-
1.5
I
pips.
didn't get that close. That's weird.
Okay, I'm gonna go
Yeah,
break even right here.
I will use in the
Okay,
chat.
and I'm gonna close half right here.
Sorry, I can't spam chat. I'm watching on my PlayStation.
Okay, so closed half at 12 pips. And stops are at BE.
Very successful trade, boys.
Yeah, pretty nice, pretty nice. I know we didn't get that ideal closure below support here, but the entry was based off the 4 hour, and the 4 hour, or let's say the previous hourly, closed pretty nice and bearish there below that most recent support, if you want to say. So it made sense for us to fill that wick, which we did, sell stops on the break of that 4 hour low, or previous, what is it, previous 4 hour low. Yeah, and that previous 4 hour, even though we were bullish, Yeah, I mean, if you zoom out a bit, it's a pretty weak bullish candle in a downtrend. The highs were being respected, and once we broke that previous 4-hour low with London volume, we had a little bit of a push.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was honestly a very good trade and very well managed. I mean, we went in a bit of drawdown, but we understood why we took the trade. So it was never like a panic. And then just
Yeah,
managing the rest 12 pips is also very, very good. Because at any point off that support, we could see some sort of deep retracement to create a steeper topic on the 15th. So I honestly think very, very good trade.
Go now.
yeah.
Can I ask you something off topic?
What's it?
What can I replace bread with?
Bread?
To eat? Yeah, because the bread makes me feel very bloated with junk.
Wraps? Wraps are pretty
Yeah, but
nice. People say they're healthy. It's a
Yeah,
nice
no, like
replacement for bread. It's like a bit lighter.
Yeah, but like it's not the same like what I would put on bread. I can't put on that.
Mm.
Dude, go for rice cakes.
Yeah, ask Jared. Ask Jared. Jared's more of a gymmer than me nowadays.
Go for rice cakes, dude. What are you trying to have on the bread?
Like, no, not really just something specific, bro. I'm fucking tired of eating bread, bro.
Yeah,
Like, really, I'm
dude,
talking.
Rice
I think
cakes,
honestly,
rice cakes are good. They're nice and light. But it's just, I mean, compared to bread, like, there's nothing that really compares.
Yeah.
Oats is the best.
Oats are lekker, but
Oats
yes,
are
bro, I
good,
just
but
have-
yeah.
I'm way
Do you
too
think
much
I should-
butter with
I think
oats.
I should start eating more rice throughout my days.
Yeah, especially if you're
Just-
training. Especially if you're training.
I told you Oaks, I did the carnivore diet, yeah.
What's that? Just eating meat?
Yeah, only meat, bro. Only
And-
meat.
That's crazy.
Oh, dude, Joe Rogan was right. Have you guys heard about what he says about it?
Nah.
It's a little bit sus, bro, but when you start it, you get diarrhea there after like a week, bro. Oh.
What the hell, Jared?
Dude, demons escape from you. Like,
TMR, bro.
bro, I know, but if anybody's looking to try it, honestly,
We got kids here on the stream.
so, yeah.
Shakers are on, bro. Shakers listening.
Shaker,
Chill,
yeah.
So,
Are you
no.
racist or something? Shaker, that everything's brown, bro. What's going on?
brown bread, brown.
Rice and oats, bro.
And you could maybe just sub it out for. And if it doesn't give you the same effect, but I think rice cakes and wraps. I agree with Con on that.
Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah, wraps are lekker.
Oh.
Floating in about, what, 10 pips, 9 pips profit.
Also, maybe Niku, why don't you try different breads? Like,
I do, bro.
brand
I'm
right
sick
now.
of bread, though. No, I've tried
Yeah.
different bread. I'm sick of. How are you gonna do rice cakes?
I must admit,
I think
rice
it's so
cakes
light.
are
I eat like
good.
any other things and I'll be like satisfied, you know. So
Oh, what is bars, right? Like, I'm trying to think of the name of them now. Let me actually go.
oh, Jared, you're lagging. Is this Jared, Connor, or me?
Nah, it's Jared. I can also hear it lagging. Oh, ma.
No, you fine. If I'm fine, you fine. Dude.
Must be Jared. It's that Pretoria internet. You need a, what do you call it? Cab 5. What? Cat
No,
5.
bro.
Yeah, so I secured half on that little push because I didn't want to be greedy there. With moving stops to break even, you know, you are accepting that this trade may hit break even, and if you're in profit, you know, why not just secure something if you are moving stops to break even. So you can see with that push down, the intuition to close a little bit there on that that spark down was pretty good, because right now we are playing around this hourly support area and we could move back to break even. So if you secured something here, well done, well managed. Gold is looking pretty good. Looks like we are rejecting this area.
I'm gonna try hold until 10. Hopefully GJ doesn't flip on me.
Rice cakes are nothing but puffed rice. Yeah. True.
How much rice, by the way? I was gonna ask. You wait before you cook it or after you cook it?
If you cook 1 dry cup of rice, it cooks out to about 4 cups of like cooked rice.
And how much cups of cooked rice do you eat in a day?
Probably 4.
1 meal or 2?
Nah, 2. So 2 cups of rice per meal. I eat 4 meals a day. Breakfast, and then
Like a double lunch.
yeah, like 2 lunches. So I'll eat like once after the stream and once before gym. I train in the evening. Like 5, come home, eat supper.
You know, I don't eat a lot of rice ever. Like, since I've never. So maybe I should start, bro.
Yeah, you should. For gym, it's good. It's really good. Let's see. Come on, GJ. 15 minutes about to close.
Yep. Let's hope it closes nice like this.
Yeah. Maybe even a closure below 1619.50. Then we've closed below that hourly support, and you got this
That'll be fire.
15-minute candle here to just mirror down to the next support level.
I really can't believe how Justin got slipped, bro. It's like fucking insane. Do you think they'll do anything about it? I don't know. I asked you earlier, but I can't remember what you said. Because he did email them and explained it to them, because he lost the phase. He like failed the challenge, Moss, and it's because of that. And if he didn't fail, like, he would have been up by quite a bit, bro. If the trades went off where they were meant to.
Yeah.
So
I think with the funding company, they're not going to be that forgiving.
No.
They'll probably find a way to blame you. But a broker, if you have a good broker, they may reimburse you for slippage like that. I don't know.
That's a nice closure, no 15. Did you see?
Yeah, not bad. Let's see if we can break that low.
Yeah. Does your 15 have a wick?
Yeah, it does.
Mine too, baby wick.
Baby wick.
No. Yeah, no, we just gotta close now. Fuck. Wow.
Coming back
Did you hear that?
What?
No, nothing.
Okay, we made a slightly steeper top wick.
Oh shit, I didn't feed my fishes yet, bro. I'll be honest.
Yay. Which broker do I use? I'm with my Forex fund, so they have their own broker.
Funded companies have their own broker. but Blueberry or RC markets, I would recommend.
Yeah. Blueberry RC markets, very good. Dominion markets as well, also pretty good.
Blueberry has no commission on gold, though, so.
Or you can use my link in the video description for XNES.
Support the channel.
Yeah guys, don't forget to leave a like here on the video today. So far so good. Had a nice trade here on GJ already. I think that deserves some love. Break the lows.
So, Ryan, are you trading yet? Are you live yet? Are you on a demo?
Nah,
Yeah, I'm not talking to you.
told him to
Talking
check
to
out
you.
Baby Pips. He said it was too boring.
Exactly, he's watching Connor. That's what he's watching.
Looks pretty good to continue down.
No, not yet. Swag, eh?
Very swag. Okay,
I blame
15
Connor.
minutes. 15-minute fail to break the low. And it's flipping bullish.
Well, do you think there's some space for me to piggyback with?
Slightly steeper top wick on the 15.
No, I'm out on GJ. I'm gonna close all at the reflip of this 15, coming off of that support. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. I can.
Okay. Dude, sorry, I'm really having issues with Google this morning, dude, on my laptop and on my phone. I have no idea what's going on. Does your dad work in IT, yeah?
Yeah, it does.
Very good, that's okay.
Yeah, he's a IT god.
The Kaylin's also in the chat.
Morning, Kaylin. Did you catch GJ sells this morning? August has been a pretty rocky month so far.
really has been. I mean,
And yeah,
yeah,
I
I've
carry
had
on.
some good trades, and then you've had some shit days.
Yeah,
Last night.
last year August for me was also pretty rocky.
Yeah, but I think coming off the times we've had, it's just been incredible. I mean, we've had all
Yeah,
this huge news, we've had wars, we've had flipping inflation to inflation out of this world. I mean, jeez, there's just been so much volume this year. I definitely do think a month of just slow movement is necessary just to reset everything.
yeah, that's very true. You're not gonna have crazy volume and volatility every week, every month.
Yeah,
So yeah, like you say, we've already had some crazy moves this year.
yeah. And also, if anybody in the chat is starting to trade now, you guys need to remember that your best day is not every day. Like those moves that are just so obvious, and as you get in, they just run. Don't happen every single day. So you just need to take it as it comes. Like especially towards the end of the year, things get rough. Like it gets very slow. Candles will flip bullish, then bearish, then bullish, and then range for 3/4 of the session. Then out of nowhere, there's this massive increase in volume. It becomes very, very difficult. It's in the start of the year and at the end of the year. That's when trading is, you just need to take a step back.
December can be pretty volatile. I think because a lot of people are liquidating positions, taking profits.
Yeah, they're closing out for year on year.
What's
Yeah,
up, Kate? Yo, go on. Huh?
what's up?
Want to see you on a live in a month?
Same. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna survive break even. We came pretty close there. If we could close bearish on this 5 minute, next 5 minutes continues moving bearish, this hourly is gonna close pretty solid. Maybe we could even get it close below this hourly support, and if that's the case, yeah, let's just see. Obviously the new hour will create a top wick most likely, so we're just gonna have to see if we survive break even.
Yeah.
If we get that close below, then it's pretty likely, I'd say. Gold. Yeah, gold may move up for the rest of the morning, but I'm not interested in bars.
Yeah, Buzz and Gold are very tricky considering the moves we had yesterday. I mean, we've probably grabbed a whole bunch of selling liquidity to carry on down. So any buys off these levels could just be high time frame retracements, and then obviously targets to the downside on micro. Sorry.
Look at the 15-minute though. Like it's literally like all the candles are like mimicking all the way down. Like all just making big ass wicks and then still coming back.
Yeah. But it seems like it's stalled at the top there in
Yeah,
15 minutes. So I would just wait for some sort of selling confirmation, a clear drive from resistance, and then obviously next.
let's go GJ.
I'm out on G.
But I want to survive the hour and see what happens, but I just hope it doesn't flip on me. That's all. But it is what it does.
Well, this 15 minutes created a nice top wick. If we close bearish,
I have a free 1% to risk, that I made this morning in Asian, so like I'm not worried for like a
yeah,
no.
risky profits.
Doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. I'm just gonna leave, see if I can survive hour. Hopefully, get a nice closure before the hour, and then I'm gonna probably have it run. But we shall see. It's on friendly sometimes.
Yay.
Is that my phone making noise?
I was
I thought it
wondering
was
what
something
the
else.
hell.
That's what-
Wait.
If anybody did,
Yeah, broke up pretty hard there.
I'm really sick of this one. Let me try that again. If anybody did get in this GGA trade, I mean, you walk through entry, managing drawdown, break even, closing partials. So, I mean, regardless, it is a winning trade in every aspect.
Even if you walk away break even, I mean, is what it is. It's not a losing trade, and you manage risk, so that's a win. I'm gonna come back now. New hourly candle is about to open. I'm only really looking at taking more profit off as we move into 161,770. So until then, let's just see if we can survive break even. And I'm gonna be back now.
Oh, so we've obviously got the hourly close here. So if anybody is ever confused about time frames, what you generally do, in my opinion,
Your offers ass.
that it needs a top wick if we are moving down. So there would be your 30 minutes and your 50 minutes. And then once we break the lows, I mean, it's clear that we're moving down. On the new hourly closure, obviously coming back up, creating a top wick. And we might break these lows and push down to targets.
Jared,
Yeah.
half the shit you said wasn't heard, bro. Your Wi-Fi's funky.
No, it's not my Wi-Fi, bro. It's Google this morning. I promise you. Even on my
Whatever it is.
phone,
Because
it's just
I'm
not
listening
quick
to your voice on the Discord, and then I listened to it on
stream.
the stream, and I could hear the Both cut off.
GJ,
top
Yeah.
week.
look at the closure.
Beautiful.
I mean,
And there's
hourly
the top week.
close below support, got a nice top wick. If you break the hourly lows, I mean that's potentially even an opportunity to re-enter stops above previous 30 minutes or previous
Look at-
15. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna let this run.
Look at a 15. Yeah, you're on the 15. Look at a 15. Look at that M. You see that M formation. Remember when you used
Oh,
to trade E's and W's and all that shit?
yeah. Yeah.
When else did I think of a W or a M?
Hourly looks solid.
Are you gonna re-enter on the candle flip on the low?
Thinking about it. Look at gold. If your 30-minute close is back in the range, then we've got that fake out we were talking about earlier on. Yeah, I'm not going to re-enter on GJ, but I'm going to stick around and see what gold does.
I'm at break even. The right time I bounce, go cook breakfast.
Cool, cool.
I don't have to look at the phone. Okay, cool. Enjoy the stream. Don't
Cheers,
forget,
man. Check
go
you.
to TP. Sure. Jared? Yeah? Hello?
Jared
I
just
just saw
boosted.
Jared. So yeah, I just tell him I say sure.
Oh, well.
Alright.
Cheers.
I can hear perfectly. I'm kind of over this.
Breaking up story.
It's probably just annoying to everybody listening.
It's a decent top wick on the hourly. If you come back and re-break the low, yeah, I believe we should move into support here. Yeah, that looks pretty solid, eh? I think I'm gonna have another sell stop on the break of this current candle low. Maybe just go half risk, 161, 880. Stops are gonna be 20 pips, and we're gonna have targets at 161, 460 for about 40 pips. Sell stop 161, 880. Stops. Yeah, 20 pip stops. 162.080. If we break the previous 15-minute high, at that point I will delete sell stops. That's your hourly support where we just closed below. 30-minute on gold had no top wick, and we've pushed straight down here. So if we get that closure back within this range, that's your fake out we were looking for earlier on. Looks pretty good. I think we'll most likely take that instead of GJ. Like I say, I'll delete sell stops, these sell stops that I've added now, if we break the previous 15-minute high.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards gold at the moment as well, because you can obviously see rejection off of that resistance. So possibly in the next 50 minutes or 30 minutes, if we can get a top wick, and then we can drive down towards the support down at 1883, then it gives you a nice 30 pip trade if it were to sort of close at current price. Create a top wick, break the low of the candle, then we've got a good vantage point to go to break even, and just let it run all the way down to 1771.
Yeah,
definitely-
1771.
All
Oh yeah, okay, I got target 1772.
it's a very big runner, but I mean,
Yeah,
we've seen very strong rejections from 1800, trickled down, ranged, created a nice resistance. So, I mean, if it does break, it breaks, and then it just comes down to, are you going to hold? But obviously, we need to see some sort of reason to hold. We can't just blindly say 1771. We need to see breaks of support, closures, full body bearish candles, and then just take it from there.
yeah, we just about broke that 15-minute high. We didn't get stopped out, or I didn't get stopped out of break even. Not just yet. Okay, and I'm gonna delete sell stops.
Yeah, I definitely think that's a wise decision.
Yeah, I mean, I don't normally add 2 positions or stack, but you know, this is a completely different trade now. This is based on hourly closing below hourly support. You do have really nice clean traffic here to the left, and we got the wick full, so we could still see this hourly flip and fill that wick. But yeah, I think that's it for the day here. Thank you, D, appreciate it. I think that's it for the day on GJ. BE hit. If this hourly candle flips, you could definitely see us drop further down, but there's also a Japanese bank holiday. So we'll keep an eye on gold. $15 is gonna close pretty nice.
Yeah, Con, I think I'm gonna stay on for the 15 close, possibly the
Possibly the 30. Yeah.
Yeah, Con, I think I'm gonna stay on for the 15-minute close and the 30-minute close to see if I can get a sell on gold.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm also not gonna stay too much longer if things don't line up here. We'll see how the 30-minute closes.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
So yeah, close back in this range on a 30-minute. Then we'll be waiting for a top wick on the new 30 minutes, and we'll have sells on the break of the low.
Completely agree with that.
So just a wick up on the new 30. Looking to move into support, probably go break even at this level. And then we're gonna have targets. Yeah, there's no reason to not have runners all the way into, what did you say, 17? Yeah.
71.
That's your next daily support.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's gonna definitely be one of those. Multi-month highs or multi-week highs. Sorry.
What is this, Jared?
I'm gonna say that I think 1771 is gonna be a very good target because we can clearly see a very strong rejection off of multi-week highs coming all the way down. So it's pulling back on the higher time frames. Micro time frames, including your hour, 30, 15, are pulling back very nicely off of that rejection. So I don't see a reason not to hold runners down.
Yeah. 4 hour looks solid.
15 close, top wick, break of the low, and then we can sort of see how it's going to close.
Are my levels wrong on gold? Shaker asks. I don't think your levels could be wrong. If those are how you see your levels, then I mean, I've got pretty similar levels to you. Nothing wrong with that.
It all comes down to your perspective, Shaker. So I mean, if you see that this is a support and you've got a level there, then I mean, you're the one trading from that level. So our levels may be similar, but they'll never match up 100%. But I mean, from my perspective, I think it's all right. Okay, so we're locking in now. We can see we've got the 15-minute pulling up, creating the top wick. So just have a sell stop. What are your thoughts, Carl?
I'm gonna wait for the 30 minute.
Okay.
Yeah, Shaker's got his level up here, which makes sense. You know, that's the thing with the fake out. Normally you'll see price breakout of like a minor resistance like this, and people are wanting to take bars on the closure above this resistance. This resistance right here. But if you look to the left, you got that level right there, and that's, you know, where price will find resistance, and then people look at this as a fake out, but really it's just retesting that previous support. We had this resistance formed here, okay, but we never actually pulled back into that previous support. So this is now the proper retest of this level, and we could definitely see price move down. But I'm gonna wait for the 30 minutes to close here. I've only got this level marked up at 1787 because that's where I want to take sells below.
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty decent. My whole thought pattern now is if we can stay below 1788.2, obviously that resistance to support him into resistance. We create the top wick and we start driving down. I'm gonna get in on a sell stop.
What's this on the 15?
Yeah, that's if provided we keep below 1788.2 and we flip back bearish, then I'm going to be taking my first gold sell for the morning.
Someone asked me this morning, where did I get my trading certificate from? Like what? I don't have a certificate.
I think you do.
Oh yeah, for my forex funds, they give you a
Yeah.
certificate. But I mean, that's just like for years.
Yeah.
You know, you can put it up in your room, your office, looks cool, but I don't know.
It doesn't mean the world. Yeah.
It doesn't mean much. 11 minutes to go.
What have you got? 7 minutes until con?
7. Oh, I said 11.
Oh, I thought you said
11.
7. I was gonna
11.
say, wait.
Nah. Not a bad day.
Yeah, winning GJ. With the way GJ's been the last few weeks,
Yeah.
it's definitely amazing to take a win on it. Eh?
Yeah, at least we're out of this funky mess right over here.
With the wins, I mean, that's always good.
Horrible.
Okay, I'm in on gold.
Are you in?
Just got tapped in. Got a 13.6 pip stop for a 34 pip gain to first target, and then if we can run down, definitely we'll be having a look at that. Oof, straight into drawdown.
The hourly is also right now still respecting previous hourly lows. So that's why I'm being a little bit more patient with entries here. If we can get that 30-minute closure, that's going to be a nice confirmation. 30-minute bearish closure back in the range. Should actually print my trading certificate, put it in my room. Why not? Oof. Hey, why don't we play this game? The city guessing game story. Where did it go? We've got 7 minutes. Let's see how many cities we can guess. Let's do monuments. I think that's the easiest. Are you still there, Jared? Oh jeez, with the audio you can actually hear the language. Yeah, this is Russian. Easy. I don't know where in Russia, but pretty sure it's in Russia. Yeah, pretty close. Moscow, yeah. Too easy. Five minutes to go for this candle closure. If we don't close back in the range here on this 30-minute, I might just be out of here for the day. Because then we're waiting for the 4-hour candle closure. Yeah. Leaning Tower of Pizza. Is that the Eiffel Tower? Looks kind of different. Chad. Japan. What? What? No ways. Okay. Now we know there's an Eiffel Tower in Japan. Three minutes to go. GJ, wow. with a 4-hour flipping bullish, you could definitely see us continue up here. This is clearly a pretty solid support now on GJ. I did discuss on the daily time frame, although we're bearish, if you look at previous price action around this area, I believe that we could move up today.
See, J Smith is back throwing wild ideas out there. At least.
Nah, I said the same thing, so
But at least Shaker and J Smith finally agreed on something.
yeah, look at that. And they were both wrong.
Yeah.
Only raving, guys, only raving.
So I am currently hovering around break even on my gold sell.
Yeah, this closure looks alright. Push a little bit more. Okay, cool.
Shaker, you can't retrace your messages every time you're wrong, eh?
It's quite funny.
Yeah, you actually give him raves, eh?
In this scenario, I'm not too concerned about too steep of a top wick. I would like to see us push a little bit. Yeah, if we could close like that, and then just tap into this previous resistance, the top wick. I'm gonna have sell stops on the break of this candle low. Closure's looking decent.
I'm a whole 2.5 pips up there.
Okay, like I say, I do want to see a little bit of a top wick, and then I'm going to set sell stops at 1785, 900. Stops above. Might as well put stops above that wick there for 27 pips. So yeah, I'm going to have a sell stop on the break of the lows here at 1785, 900.
Sounds good.
Stops are basically above the previous hourly, like I say, for about 27 pips.
And that is a textbook sell. We've seen created resistance, created a large top wick, started moving down.
Yeah, we in here.
Perfect. Just
Stops above the
Pretty
previous hourly at 1788, 650 for me. And then targets. Yeah, I mean, runners into the next daily support.
Yeah, I think this is honestly a very clean trade. Jeez, I went in like 10-11 pips drawdown initially. Okay.
Chilling though.
It's nice to
Fine now.
Yeah. But it's just nice to see that having a logical stop loss doesn't necessarily means that it doesn't really matter about your drawdown because structure hasn't broken. So you're still safe until obviously you break above, which is the exact case here.
Yeah, Shaker left the chat.
Can you hear when I type on my keyboard?
Nah, I haven't heard you typing. Can you hear me?
Nah, not. Just 21 likes on the stream today. That's awesome.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I didn't even see. Yeah, I'd like to move stops to break even as we move into the next 30-minute support at 1784 415.
415. Okay. I think I want to take something off at 1783.58. That's where I'm gonna look to take something off at 33 pips. Or maybe just move to break even and then let the rest run.
Yeah, there you go. Break even point 1784 400. Five-minute looks good. We are creating that slightly steeper top wick here on the 30-minute, tapping into 1787. So that's a nice top wick. If we can break the lows of this current candle, we should be in a pretty solid position. Still looks pretty good.
Yeah, no, definitely. I don't think a pullback should scare you in this, just as long as it respects our stop loss up at 1788.3. I mean, then we clear to drive. It's a clear resistance level, so I mean, you can't ever time a market perfectly. So
Yeah, you're gonna have those trades with drawdown.
it's still very valid. We have no reason to close out anything or get scared or whatever the case may be.
You know what I would really like to see is this 4-hour flip bullet bearish.
Yeah.
If on the 15-minute we close back above that 1787 level, if we close bullish back above that resistance, that's where I may decide to close some risk, manage some risk. Five minutes. Don't really like that 5-minute closure, but we did close pretty much respecting that resistance. Just keep in mind all of these wicks over here. We've got wicks, you know, all within this area, so we could easily form a top wick, a steeper top wick on the 30-minute and still drive down here. I do want to see this 15-minute close below, still within the range. Right now, not looking too good. We've got 3 minutes.
Yeah, I know we still got a little bit of time before candle closure, so we'll just see once the candle closes what we're gonna do.
This was the plan all morning long for a fake out of this level, 1787. So we waited for candle closures, waited for entry, nothing more you can do.
Yeah, no, definitely. You just have to follow the plan. I mean, there's no point in planning for something, seeing it happening, and then not taking advantage of it because you got a little bit scared or you know, your stop was a couple pips too big or whatever the case may be. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I'm happy with this trade.
Phew, look at GJ. All the way back down.
Jeez. Jeez, you scared me when you went shoo. I thought, damn it,
Sorry.
this thing popped up.
Nah.
Yeah, look at GJ quick. Yeah.
Yeah, if that 15-minute closes back below 162.50, that could be a fake out then to continue down to fill that daily wick from yesterday. But done with GJ for the morning. Obviously we are sitting in this gold sell at the moment.
And as well, just to give a bit of perspective on the sell. So obviously we've got the 50-minute candle closing in the next 40 seconds. So what we could possibly do is we could have some sort of barrier which could
be
1.3, and if we break above that, we could look to start closing some of the position to manage the risk. Because if it does essentially break above there, it could drive up. So that will be my plan of action. So by the time I hit stop loss, I mean, I've lost half, if not a fraction of what I plan to lose. So let's just wait and see how this 15 closes, and then we can take it from there.
Yeah, that closure's not ideal. If we break that previous 15-minute high, that's when I'm going to close half.
Yeah. I'm actually going to give it a couple of pips just to account for spread. So I'm going to say if we break above 1787.4, then I may look to close some.
Yeah, I agree.
Down, so.
Previous 5-minute was a pretty weak candle. So
Yeah.
if we break the previous 5-minute low, which we just did, yeah, we could definitely continue down here. 15-minute isn't always, you know, a strong confirmation. So if you were looking for buys in this instance, you know, that 15-minute wouldn't have been convincing enough. So since we're in a sell, looking to manage risk, you do want to be careful with the 15-minute closing bullish, but it's not the end, okay? So at this point, your new 15 is driving down. If we do re-break the highs, I'm definitely going to close out a good portion of my position here. Because if we re-break the highs now, then we could drive up here on the 15 minutes. But your 30 minutes is about to flip bearish. Oh yes, love chat.
Yeah, she knows when we're in drawdown, eh?
Came to save the day.
How do, like, can we kick this thing forever?
Nah, they just keep coming back up. There's somewhere in the YouTube studio where you can see all accounts that you've like banned from speaking in the chat. And if you go have a look in mine, it's just like love chat, love chat, love chat, naked HD, naked HD. There's so many of them.
Oh, so it's obviously like thousands of accounts that get created and then they just plan to spam.
Yeah.
I see. Oh, jeez. It is fucking annoying.
5 minutes about to close. Really want this 5 minutes to close a little bit stronger, bearish.
Yeah, no, but I mean, we've created some sort of resistance in the 15 lower than our stop loss, so we still are technically safe until we break that 15 high. And then I'll definitely close out everything if we do break 1788.2, you know.
Okay, let's see. Hi mates, I just have a small question. What made you profitable, and when was the turning point between break even to profitable? What did it? Thanks man, greatly appreciated. There's a lot of things, man. Trading is a very technical thing. There's a lot of nuances. It's partly strategy, mostly psychological. So understanding yourself is a big part of becoming profitable, and you'll understand yourself better and better over time. So experience is obviously a big thing. One piece of advice, sorry, obviously just in this trade. Okay, broke the previous 15. Just about. Yeah, I'm gonna close half right here. Closing half. Negative 15. Yeah, I was just saying. What was I saying?
You were talking about knowing yourself and turning profitable.
Yeah, a piece of advice is, like I said, it's a mental game. So take some pressure off yourself by lowering risk. It's very difficult to control your emotions when you over risking. It's one of the biggest things. And yeah, overall 3 pips lost for the day so far.
Not too bad. Oh, and if I can just add to that question, what you could also remember is that when it comes to trading, it's sort of like every other job out there. So you need to create a system around habit. So waking up at the exact same time, falling into the exact same patterns, you know, getting into the exact same sessions with the exact same pairs, with the exact same outlook, and creating a plan around that, because there's no use in you funding an account, trading from, let's just say, the 24th to the 7th, blowing the account, and then from the 7th till the 24th again, you don't have any trading experience. I always used to say to people that the first step in becoming profitable is capital preservation. So understanding that, you know, building your account through funding when you first begin is incredibly important, because there's no help in you digging this tunnel, you know, jumping into the hole and then carrying on digging every month. You know, take a step back, lower your risk, create good habits around good trading. So managing your risk, creating good actions around your trading, in the sense of, like I just said, managing your risk, understanding where your stop loss is, never moving your stop losses, you know, not, okay, I took a loss, I need to now revenge trade. Those small little habits are going to be incredibly important in the long run, instead of just always saying, okay, no, you know, I just took a loss, I'm down $100 for the day, I'm just going to quickly up my lot size and only go for 10 pips, then I should be break even. Because even if you do go break even, you're probably going to stick on that bigger loss and then have a double bigger lot, and then have a bigger loss if you do take the next trade and it doesn't work out for you. So I would just say stay consistent, have a good trading plan, follow rules, have set things that you're going to walk away at, whether it be time, session, amount of money lost, the number of trades taken. All those little nuances are going to help you a lot.
Yeah, one of the things you said about waking up same time, all of that, you know, a consistent routine. The only way you're going to be consistent is trading. In trading is, you know, being consistent in your life and your daily habits. Showing up to the chart same time every day, trading the same pair. Don't flip-flop between strategies and pairs and sessions. Focus on, you know, one pair, one session. Looks like grenade stops.
Yeah, I just got stopped out. Let me just quickly update that to the Discord. Yeah, and also just
stop set.
remembering like a losing trade now, that was a trade that we took. There was strategy behind it. I'll take the exact same trade tomorrow, and you know, I'm not gonna jump into a buy now because it hit my stop loss. You know, I'm gonna wait until pre-New York like I usually do, and then take it from there. And then just to answer Jay Smith's question, do you suggest trading London only? I would say, if you are beginning, choose one session, one pair, and then only take 2 trades a day. I know Roger always preaches that, but also find something sustainable. So if you're not an early bird and you don't want to wake up at 6-7 o'clock in the morning and you flip and get to the charts and you're tired and you're dreary and you're just not list for it, you're gonna obviously not stick to it. So if you prefer New York, you like, you know, working the afternoons into the night, go for New York. But I wouldn't say just trade London or for this reason. You know, find what works for you. If you have anything to add to that, Con.
Yeah, it depends on your lifestyle. If you are working during London session, then maybe you're free during New York, and maybe that's your best approach. So it depends on, you know, when you're available to trade. That's also a big thing you got to take into account. I wouldn't suggest you only trading London if you work during those hours, you know. It's not going to be doable for you.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I mean, just stay consistent with everything you do. You know, even create a plan of your day around what you want to do. So, for instance, I know as soon as I finish London, I always go to gym, get back for New York, have a shower, trade New York, start making dinner. You know, it's pretty much rinse and repeat every single day. And then yeah, that's pretty much my advice. Just stay consistent, find something that suits your lifestyle, suits what you prefer, and then yeah, just follow your trading plan.
Good stuff, guys. That's gonna be it for the day.
Yeah, I think I'm also gonna be off there.
Yeah, a little bit disappointing. Obviously had a decent little trade on GJ, took a loss here in gold, so is what it is. Got to accept it, and move on.
Perfect stuff.
So we'll be
Good
back
job,
tomorrow.
I hope
Cheers,
you guys
guys.
enjoyed the stream and catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks, Con, for the stream.
Cheers, man. Check you. When is the best time to catch volume in the market? Asian is quiet for me. It depends, eh? Sessions are gonna always. There's cycles in the market. You know, some weeks London's gonna pump, some weeks New York's gonna pump, some weeks Asian's gonna pump. So that shouldn't really affect what time you're trading. Overall, New York's probably always going to have the most volume, but it's very volatile as well. So oftentimes your positions will get stopped out at break even, but you do have some nice moves overall. Yeah, completely depends on really when you are available to trade. Because like I say, you need to show up every day, same time. Asian session sometimes does really nice moves, really clean moves. Maybe not the biggest, but really clean. It's not a bad time. Anyway, cheers, guys.